Welcome back to another part of the build, guys. I'm glad to have you. This episode, like the last one, sponsored by Brian Tooley Racing. If you don't know who Brian Tooley Racing is, they're your one-stop shop for LSX parts. The link is down below. And with any purchase over $100, you get free shipping to anywhere in the US and A.
The US and A, greatest country in the world.
Anyways, let's start off this episode. I have a new box here from BTR, obviously. I had to order this one myself though, and let's see what's inside of it. I've always seemed to misplace my knife. So I had the box flipped over, but my address was on it, so I have to retake this clip because you guys might send me dildos and stuff. This is not the right tool for this. We have in our box the other head gasket because the other one didn't get shipped. We have, deck nulls, ARP cam bolt, ARP rod bolts, timing chain, ARP head bolts. This is one of those fancy tools. For checking the length of your push rods, and it kind of extends out and you can get the proper backlash and the proper push rods. And some LS7 lifters. So this is why we did what we done. The LS7 lifters, they were just a recommendation to get rid of my old factory lifters and they're better style apparently. Got them. ARP head bolts, stock head bolts would work, but ARP ones are reusable, and they're like a third the price of ARP head studs. So, got them. A better timing chain, because if this snaps, you're in trouble. Got it. ARP rod bolts. I know there's controversy over ARP rod bolts.
You do understand though you use some ARP rod bolts, some ARP rod bolts, some ARP rod bolts, some ARP rod bolts, stuff like that, so...
Big game changer.
Yeah, big game.
Well,
Clearly. But I got these because I actually had to take a piston back out of the block and I didn't want to reuse the stock bolts again because I already retorqued them, so I just went ahead and got rod bolts. And since these are like the same price as like factory GM rod bolts, it'd be stupid not to get these. These are like $8. You might as well just get them. They're the cam gear bolts. So let's get this block over here and start assembling it. I don't know if you all got a Dollar Tree where you're from, like in the Americas, because according to my analytics, 75% of you live in the US and A. And I don't know if you guys have a Dollar Tree, but Awesome Orange is exclusive to Dollar Tree. We don't actually have one where I'm from, so I got some when I went on vacation. And I bought like 8 bottles of this. And it's just degreaser, but it's like apparently a lot easier on aluminum than normal degreaser. And it's $1.25 for one of these. I got 8 for like 10 bucks. Very nice. And because I'm reusing this piece of shit cover, I'm just gonna clean it off. Well, that's doing that thing. We're gonna wheel the motor over here. The motor! If you're from the Americas, you say motor. So we're gonna do the obvious thing and switch out the rod bolts. First, that's what we're doing first. All right, so I have to back all these off and then replace them. Well, that wrench is no good. Even a comparison in length, they have a lot more threads on them too. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. We'll spend the night together in my room.
Boom, 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 boom. I wanna go boom, boom. Let's spend the night.
Boom, 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 boom. I want to be able to do that thing where the engine builder guys, they just like whip the wrench, the speed handle around in it, and it tightens things. They're like, and then it tightens. Y'all crazy. My Lord and Savior, ARP Rod Bolts, you're gonna save my engine. Pause not. Connecting rod's going out the side of the block regardless. Break right in the beam. So the master mechanic, Charlie Eden, tells me 45 foot-pounds torque on those ARP Rod Bolts. And that's what I'm gonna do. Got it. It didn't click yet. I'm just doing it kind of in 2 steps. Now that we have our ARP rod bolts all set into place, big game changer, I know. We're just gonna clean up this, I got it in the solvent right now. We're gonna clean up this rear cover and put this on with the gasket Brian Tooley provided us. And this is just gonna allow me, when I put the cam in, that it doesn't fall out the backside or slide around. There's a lot of gunk on it. I gotta clean this up real quick. Oh, so gross. I do have another rear main seal I'm gonna put in here. I'm just gonna use this one for now. Beep beep, I'm a Jeep. As Roy would say. Remember, this rear main seal has to be replaced anyways. There's a lot of damn bolts in this thing. I have a feeling like I'm not gonna torque this down right now. I'm just gonna snug it down. And just to keep my cam in place. There's like 3 bolts I can't even get at. I'm missing a bolt. How did that even happen? If you guys could just see my struggles right now. I somehow have to wedge my shit into here. Oh well, we got them all started anyways. Arrow. Flipsy daisy again. Boop. Bam. Shiny. It's our stage 3 camshaft. Kobe. We should probably give this the once over with the brake clean anyways. Clean off any like shipping debris and whatnot. I'm also gonna put some gloves on to keep my filthy little whore hands off it. And then a bunch of you gave me shit in the comments last time when I pulled the cam out because I YOLO'd it and I just like banged everything up. So you guys told me to stop being so retarded and use the water pump bolts in the end of the cam to give me some leverage on it. Good tip. I'll show you a good tip. Now I gotta find the assembly lube, but I might have used it last night. If you know what I'm saying. But for serious, where did I put it? Hello? Where are you? Assembly lube? Found it. Bam, put it on the cam. I'm just gonna put a generous amount on because that's just who I am. And it's really cold in here, so it's like, look at this. It's so disgustingly sticky. Can't have too much lube. Actually, you can have too much lube. I take that back. Too much lube, you don't feel anything. Oh no, my heater turned on. It ruined the whole video. Oh no. Follow your nose. Remember Toucan Sam? Now I'm gonna have to be much more gentle this time because there's brand new bearings in there and you guys will give me shit if I fuck it up. So, yeah, put it in. That's what she said. Wait, that's what I said to her. I want to apologize for the heater. It's up there in the corner. It makes a really big racket and noise. But here in Canadian land, it's actually minus 16 degrees outside, Celsius. So, oh wait, it's minus 8. It just changed. So it's pretty damn cold. My feet are already cold, and I've turned the heat down on low already, so it wouldn't kick in as often because I want to make a good video. But I'm sorry for the noise. It's gonna have to do that for a little tiny bit because I'm cold as shit. Just a little bit. Damn, baby, all I need is a little bit. Okay, we're reusing our factory gears. With no fancy timing gears here. And ARP bolts. Remember, these bolts are like $8 each. I mean, $8 for the 3 of them, so it's not a bad idea to put them in. I made an oopsie. I forgot to put the chain on first, because the chain's not gonna go on if I have this on already. Silly Kyle, tricks are for kids. This is that IWIS upgraded chain. You can get it on the site for like less than $100, and it's a beefier chain than your factory one. And what I've come to learn is that all these chains have slop in them, no matter what. This is a brand new chain. Look at this. Sick design, bro. This one gets 28 foot-pounds of torque. Bam, another piece done. Next up, we're gonna shove our lifters in and trays. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna open this box. I'm doing this left-handed, it's not working. Okay, get out of here. New lifter, old lifter. Pretty much the same thing. New versus old. Conveniently, the lifters come in this bag, so my book says to soak them in oil for 30 minutes, but this bag isn't waterproof, apparently. Look! Oh shit, I fucked up. That was silly. I got them in a bag now. I got them in a Ziploc bag now, inside of the bag, but that was silly. That was silly of me. I'm such a silly little boy. Anyways, that hindered our progress a little bit because I didn't think they had to be soaked in oil. Learn something new. And it says it right here in this book. Air dry the lifters and soak them in clean engine oil for 30 minutes before assembly. So while that's doing that, I think I can put this valley cover on. So I'll clean that off first and put that back on. So I know these are pretty bullshit, but they're going back in anyways because I don't want to buy a replacement cover. So that's just the way it is. Boop, boop. I'm gonna guess you're these ones. All right, we're gonna put the lifters in. It should be as easy as taking a lifter tray. Oh, wait, there's holes. I gotta figure out where the holes go. I got scared for a minute because the lifters have a hole in one of the sides for obviously oil pressure. And I didn't know what side I went in, but apparently it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna face them all rearward so I can have something uniform in them. And then that's the way I'm gonna do it. Okay. Neato! We did it. Get the oil out of that cylinder. Number 2 incoming. Whew. I can't believe I'm doing a thing today. Bam, change camera angles. Dramatic effect. Flip engine, a little bit. Up on this side. Drop thing out of engine stand. So you definitely don't want to forget your dowel pins. Mine were taken out for machining purposes, I believe. So put those back in. Remember, anything can be used as a hammer. See? Anything. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna re-explain this. This is an LS9 head gasket. It's labeled a BTR LS9 head gasket. However, BTR gets their head gaskets made by the same place who make the factory GM head gaskets. So, in fact, you're getting a factory made LS9 head gasket. So, front is up here. It fits, but before we put it completely on, we're gonna spray some high-tack gasket spray on it. Just gonna go over a little onesie over. Yeah, I got my finger. I'm gonna go to work later with gasket on my finger. And this will help us seal up any like imperfections that we have. Kind of put a lot on there. Okay, that's that. Oh my God, we're getting somewhere. And then we can get our head that belongs to this side. Whoa, we're finally doing a thing. I know I spent a lot of time dicking around and not doing any things, but we're getting her done, boy. Imagine if I was from the Americas, that would sound super cool. Now, like I said earlier, we are using ARP head bolts and not ARP head studs. And it's more of a cost-effective thing. It's about 1/3 of the price. And the head bolts are still reusable, but they are definitely all we're gonna need for this power level. They give us all the directions right here. Okay, so Another cool thing is they actually have a side. These are beveled on one side and stamped on the other side, and the stamped side has to go down, so down. And then the bolt has a chamfered side, which actually goes inside the stamped side. So cool on you. And obviously with any set of ARP bolts, you get their loop, and you're gonna put it around the threads and the head of the bolt, and that just ensures that you get the proper torque reading when you put them on. I got some work to do. I'll turn the camera back on when I start torquing things, because this is gonna take a lot of repetitive work. I sound like a prime minister now. You can't forget the little itty bitty guys. There's also 5 little tiny bolts that belong up here. I'm actually surprised that these ARPs don't take 12 points. Okay, here we go. First pass is 25 foot-pounds. 7. I'm just following what ARP gave me anyways. One final pass is 75 foot-pounds. Not to mention, my Mastercraft wrench, probably not that accurate. Now these ones all get torqued to 25 foot-pounds as well. Obviously we gotta put the turbo in there for the thumbnail. Like always. So we did get one head on. I didn't get a chance to get the other one on. Unfortunately, I do have to go to work tonight. It's like, I have to go to work in like 2 hours, which doesn't seem like a lot of time, but I have no food cooked for the next 3 night shifts. So I have to do something about that. Yeah, like always, I've got a lot less done than I thought I would get done. Once again, I have to give a shout out to Brian Tui Racing. Without those guys, we wouldn't be this far in the build at all. As some of you guys do know, I did break my foot like not too long ago, and that kind of put me out of work for a little bit, so I wouldn't have been able to afford to build all of this without them. So I do have to give a huge shout out to Brian Tui Racing. Remember, their link is down below, and it's free shipping on anything over $100 to those guys in the States, not us Canadian land guys. But that's this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys didn't miss me too long, and peace easy.